Welcome, I'm Ray. I'm here with Dan.
Hi, Dan Nahum here from Essence Festival in Canberra.
And we are here to talk about Essence number 2 on Metal Minutia. So I had you on, would have been about this time last year at we were at the SB, but now we're at the Tote.
That's right. Yeah, we moved a few suburbs in here.
So much has changed. So Essence I had a great time last time. You're doing it again, so I assume it must have been successful for you. It was certainly, by my metric of having a good time, it was successful for me.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, and I think that last year was a little bit of a scope building, sort of just building up all the scaffolding for what we can do with the festival in years to come. So last year's festival sort of came together by accident in a way. I started putting together some bands that I really wanted to play together on a bill, and it just snowballed and
Suddenly there was 20 of them.
Suddenly I had a festival. Yeah. We ended up with 23 bands playing last year. And so we've leaned in this year and pushed it out to I think 33. And the Gutter Prince Cabal guys have gotten involved as well. That's a label split between New South Wales and Queensland, and they do a lot of up-and-coming underground stuff. They're always on the lookout for interesting new bands. So they're co-promoting it with me this year.
Yeah, so they're doing the Friday.
That's right.
So it's 3 days now, right?
So what we're doing this year is we got the Labor Day long weekend in New South Wales, ACT, I think SA, Queensland maybe, not sure. And so it means that we can do a Friday night, a Saturday and Sunday, and give everyone Monday to recover or get home or both.
Yep.
And that thing about getting home is really important because, Canberra's a smallish city, and so I wanted to put on a festival of sufficient scope that people would come from all over to see it. And indeed, last year we did actually have people come from WA.
Yeah. That was part of it was such a gathering of friends, like some people I hadn't seen in a decade, and like people from Brisbane, and that, it was just a big gathering of people and the community around.
Well, I'm glad you used that word, because really I think what events like Essence are about, and we don't have that many of them in Canberra to be frank, are about community building and are about like a DIY sort of, not just kind of like letting scenes happen by accident, but actually cultivating them and actually saying this is the sort of city and scene that I want to be part of, and so building something that is very intentional, I guess, and especially with the diversity of the bill, both last year and I think even more so this year, there's this kind of gathering of the tribes element where, of course, all the metalheads will come out. I mean, I play in metal bands, but also it's not just the metal people. It's like the experimental music people and the industrial people and like the people who are into noise and So basically, giving everyone enough of what they want to make sure that they come out to the event and hopefully find something, discover something that they didn't intend to set out to see, but then just found it and were like, wow, this is really cool,
Yeah, absolutely.
And so if you think about like a band, so we had Impetuous Ritual play last year, and I think that like a lot of people were just really struck by their performance, regardless of whether they're a fan of like sort of Dark Death Metal or not,
It was a remarkable performance.
Yeah. And I mean, also like a very noisy and chaotic one. So I think like the noise heads got into it, all sorts of stuff. So and also like obviously very, kind of in its way, it was performance art.
Yeah.
And so like we had like, people from arts magazines sort of saying, wow, that's like, I've never seen anything like this before. It's wild.
It was excellent. So tell me about some of the highlights for you from last year.
Well,
putting you on the spot, apologies.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because when you curate something like this, you're curating a bunch of bands that artists, I should say, that you're interested in specifically. So for me, they're all highlights. It's like asking me to choose my favourite kid, but I think some of the standout sets for me, I think it was really special having Black Aleph there, because I think that was, you know, one of their very first sets, and to be able to put them on, and like just to see the way that they appealed across genres as well. So I mean, they do almost like a sort of like doom metal version of world music sort of thing, or traditional music.
Yep.
So they got some sort of Middle Eastern influences. They got a cello in the lineup, a duff, which is like a frame drum from the Middle East, and so you know, just seeing the way that the guys in like denim jackets were getting into it up the front, but then there were also like people from completely different musical backgrounds that probably, you know, would never go and see, you know, Manowar.
Yeah. Yep.
I know who I'm speaking to right now. Really getting into it as well. So Discord were a standout performance for me. You're lucky that So Discord are an artist in your city. Yep. We don't get them much in Canberra, so I really wanted to go out of my way to make sure that Dave got to do his own set, as well as playing with Whitehorse, which was, you know, immense, of course.
Yep. Saw Whitehorse here last week.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was the week before. I lose track of time, but yeah.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. They don't stop playing in Melbourne, but like we don't get them that much in Canberra, and so for us it's quite a special thing. But I think what really, I guess the highlight in a global sense was the way that there was a real sense of community and cohesion, and a lot of laughter, a lot of people, I think, discovering stuff that they hadn't discovered stuff before. A lot of a pomegranate. I think that had quite a profound emotional effect on a lot of people, including me. So yeah, again, a Melbourne artist. So, you know, this is about, you know, it sounds like a bit of a wank, but it's kind of a curatorship thing to say, look, these are, to me, the artists that are doing really important stuff that won't come to Canberra unless they're specifically invited to an event that has a bit of scope to it, you know?
Yeah, they're not playing Thursday Arvo in the, you know, it has to be something. So you played 3 sets? 2 sets?
I played 3 last year.
3,
so I played with Alters and Subterranean Disposition, which is an experimental doom band with Terry Vaonoris, who has an enormous CV. And also with Spire as well.
Yeah, of course,
black metal band. And this year I'm playing 2 sets, so
you get to watch a little bit more.
And both of my sets are early in the day as well, which will be nice. So Futility is playing a Canberra doom death band. We're actually, as we record this episode, we're gearing up to play a Futility set right now.
Just finished sound check.
And so we got Futility playing, and also Bruxus, which is a new band that I'm in with, or newish band that I'm in with Terry and also Dave Byrne, who everyone knows and loves. Is a truly good dude. So again, that's a band that is hard to get together because we're split over 3 cities. Terry's down here in Melbourne, Dave's in Ballarat, and I'm in Canberra, and so it's taken some doing to get to a point where Bruxus is able to play shows. So I think it's quite special that Essence will be our
third show.
Yeah.
We played here last. That's one of the things. I saw Whitehorse 2 weeks ago. Bruxus last week.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the chronology.
Yeah, of course. We said hi. We were just playing down the road at the Bendy. And Bruxus also played in Adelaide for our first show, actually, for Matt Skitz's send-off.
Ah, yeah, right.
So, yeah.
So, like, playing 3 sets in a weekend is quite a lot to start with, but the fact that you're also able to do a festival is pretty crazy. So, well, congratulations on surviving.
Thank you. And like, it's all down to having quality people around you. Like, I mean, just having great staff. I have a great operations manager. She doesn't like being called that, but she is my operations manager. Like, she just fixes stuff, and like, it doesn't even get to me because she's just sorted it out.
Yep.
We had really good stage managers last year. We're planning to have really good stage managers this year as well. I got some people in mind. and really experienced merch people. Like people who actually sort of no retail, no visual merchandising, and so we're able to. Are you getting wet over there?
I'm okay.
Okay. Yeah, and so basically we're able to set it up in a way that makes sure that the bands are looked after and they can just go and enjoy the festival because it's their festival as much as it is the audience's. Everyone's it's a participatory subculture.
Yeah.
We're all here to enjoy each other's art.
Absolutely. So we spoke a little bit about the changes. You got the Friday night now added.
Yes.
What else is a big difference? You've got some interludes.
Yeah, so one of the bits of feedback that we got last year, so it was like, one of the things that I think festivals can do well is just shorter set times, where just basically it keeps you engaged by constantly sort of flipping up what you're watching and seeing a different band. And we kind of did like a couple of sort of, well, I don't know, Friday night was maybe sort of a 5-hour night, and then Saturday was kind of 12 hours, and there were no breaks in it. And so we got some feedback that people just, like, they were completists. They wanted to see all the bands, but they also wanted to just, like, go and have a chat and get something to eat and stuff like that. So we've just made it a little bit more user-friendly this year in terms of including some interludes. And I think it's really touching that that's the feedback we got, because people are like, we trust the festival. We trust that all of these artists are going to be great and really worth our time. So much so, that we're in this situation of foregoing eating so that we can see all of them.
Well, yeah, that was it makes, thinking back to my experience of it, was so many people that I knew were there, and and you don't want to talk over the bands, so like particularly some of the artists were less filling the space, I suppose, like, it was more intimate, and you don't want to talk over that because it's incredibly rude. And then the louder band, so you've got these people you want to catch up with, and it's good to have some little breaks in there. So it's just a couple of half hour dinner or 1 hour, sort of
something like that. I'm just getting on top of the schedule right now. Just shuffling a few things around, but we're kind of at the point.
Dry, or am we getting? No, Michael, you're on that side. I'm staying dry.
We're just recording a podcast episode. Thanks.
Are you actually though?
Yeah.
Sick. Well, I want to be in it. Let's go. What's the topic?
We're talking about Essence Festival coming up in October.
Yeah, right.
That Dan puts on.
I can comment on it. That's absolutely. No, I'm fucking with you. Keep doing what you do. So I'm very
I'd
sorry.
love to see you in October.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Come on down. Yeah. Fucking huge bill. 3 days.
Where I know of it. I've never been.
It's in Canberra. Right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
At the Baso. And so we've got the Friday going on with a lineup that the Gutter Prince Cabal have put on. That's a underground label from New South Wales and Queensland. Essentia Vermis is what they've called it. So they've got that's kind of like the black metal, death metal sort of night. And then the rest of it is a little bit more varied. And 33 artists all up, I think. Plus the visual artist, Greallach as well. So that's a new element for this year. A lot of people kind of said that, metal and related genres are such a visual thing.
Yeah.
And people are like, it would be cool to just kind of have something to look at.
Yeah, okay.
In the sense that, sort of maybe you're paying a little bit less attention to, or you just need a little bit of break from being right in front of speaker boxes or whatever.
Yeah.
And Greallach, of course, has done so much art for so many artists, so prolific and so talented, and so it was the obvious choice.
So is that in like a separate space?
Yeah. So the Baso is like it's kind of like 2 separate venues.
I've played at the basement with all the pinball machines.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah. Fucking great venue.
I'm going to include a good chunk of this right away.
I spent like an hour playing the Metallica pinball machine with Glenn from Destructor.
Well, there they are.
They're on it. Yeah, well, actually, it was we played there with them, but it wasn't Essence. There was another festival that used to be on there that was in September.
Yeah, so Canberra Metal Fest maybe?
Well, maybe it was that one. Yeah, it was something like that. This was going back 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, Brad was putting on from Pod People.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
I can't. I've got the poster on my wall, but I don't remember what it's fucking call, mate.
Yeah. So we don't have Canberra Metal Fest anymore, unfortunately, which is one of the reasons that I kind of stepped into the breach with Essence.
You've done Essence, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you a Canberra?
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, awesome. All right, I'll let you guys finish your podcast. I'm so sorry to have
Oh, good.
interrupted.
You're all good.
I know, good questions.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I feel myself in.
Thanks, mate.
Your 15 minutes of fame.
So there's a visual art component now.
So Greallach, New South Wales artist. He's also a black metal musician as well. But fucking hell, he's a good artist. He's just such a talented draftsman and so versatile in the techniques that he's able to use. I mean, he's tertiary educated in art and has taught art at a tertiary level.
Okay.
Like he's and you'd know him as well, right? Yeah. So just like, an incredibly talented human being. And as it turns out, incredibly easy to deal with as well.
Oh,
like, I mean, you
that's
kind
a rare
of...
combo.
Yeah, well, sometimes you kind of imagine that these people are a bit unapproachable or whatever. But I've often found that oftentimes when people are like the way that people get so good is by being so humble and so open to ideas.
Yeah, right. Makes sense.
And so, I mean, okay, sure, there are just some people out there who are just like geniuses and know it, but then there's a lot of us who just like have to put in the 10,000 hours, and maybe Greallach is one of them, and he sure as fuck has.
Yeah.
And the rest. Does beautiful work. So he'll be selling prints there.
Oh, nice.
But also, like, if you just want to go and sort of check out his art, it'll kind of be like a little gallery space, essentially.
Awesome.
As an addendum to the festival.
Very good. Any other big changes?
I think those are the biggest changes. We were really happy, by and large, with how the festival worked last year. We could see sort of like a few opportunities to streamline it in just the way that merch was done and stuff like that. And all of that stuff was kind of coming from the merch people themselves, who were just like, okay, so like going forward, this is what we'd change.
Okay.
I pretty much left them to it because, I mean, like they're better at it than me.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go with what are some... We won't go through the 33 bands, because...
Yeah, fair enough.
That'll take a long time, but give me a couple of...
so I think...
that you've managed to snag. Yeah, what are the big fish?
Yeah. So I'm very excited about Life Cult, who are coming over from Western Australia. They'll be on tour on the East Coast anyway.
Okay, cool.
So I'm sure they'll play a Melbourne date, but having them in Canberra is exciting because a lot of times bands skip Canberra. I hope that people come out and see that. Life Cult's kind of they're a death rock band, so like if you think sort of like the bands that kind of came after, Sisters of Mercy and stuff like that.
Yeah, cool.
Pod People are playing. They're local heroes,
of course,
for Canberra. They don't play very much. I think it's also cool having a band that's like, a stoner metal band on the bill, because last year it was kind of more focused on extreme stuff, whereas I think this year, hopefully with Pod People, like, they're just a fun band.
Yeah.
So, they're a party band, and I think, like, there's an element of an event like this which is supposed to be sort of like,
you want to have some fun in there.
Bacchanalia, like, yeah, exactly. Like, we're not supposed to be thinking too dark, deep thoughts the whole time.
Yep.
Diploid from Melbourne. We got a bunch of great Melbourne bands, actually. Convulsing, Contaminated. I think Convulsing session members are all over the place, but... some great New South Wales bands as well. Golgothan Remains. So, like, that's kind of runs counter to what I was saying about having a good time. If you want to have a good time at a Golgothan Remains concert, you're at the wrong concert.
You got Burden Man in there, which I was very happy about. One of my favourite bands.
Yeah. And we got your band as well in there, Lithic. So that'll be really cool to, I guess, bring... When I listen to you guys, I hear kind of like a classic heavy metal vibe through there.
Yeah.
And there isn't that much classic metal in the lineup, to be honest, whereas I think you guys will bring it.
Yep. I can't get it. I can't move away from it.
You can put the boy in a doom metal band, but like, One of the artists that I'm really excited about, and I don't know whether she's played in Melbourne yet, and I don't know if she's played outside of Canberra yet, to be frank, is Marlene Claudine Radisse. I hope that I'm pronouncing her surname right. She's an excellent experimental musician. She plays clarinet and she does like loops and noise and stuff like that. So I kind of see her as sort of fitting the part of the bill that some of the more experimental and noise artists did last year.
Yep.
But also her composition's just really, improvisation composition. You know, for her, I think it's a bit of a blurred line. But she just does some really beautiful stuff. And she's, again, just been incredibly lovely and helpful in terms of working with her. And I think this is, like, for a festival organiser, this is kind of like the most rewarding thing about it, really, which is just dealing with all of these people that you would admire and then finding that they're so on the level and so just they're as excited as you are about the festival existing.
Yeah. No, it's excellent. So October 3rd through 5th, I don't think we said that. But
No, that's worth mentioning. Yeah, I did say Labor Day long weekend, but that probably doesn't mean much to Victorian listeners. So, yes. So October 3rd is the Friday night. That's the Gutter Prince Cabal Essentia Vermis opening pre-fest sort of night. So if you want your metal paint stripping, that's the night to come to. And then the 4th and the 5th are going to have a nice mix of stuff, everything from extreme metal right through to kind of, I guess, some sort of more conventionally enjoyable stuff, but then also sort of like all the experimental and noise and art stuff that we kind of tend to do in the smaller part of the venue, because there are 2 stages at the basement. We've got the big one and the little one, and we toggle between them.
Yep, sweet. So you got single day, 2-day, 3-day tickets, or single day, 3-day tickets?
Single day, 3-day tickets.
Okay,
If you just want to come for 2 days, you're not going to be sort of pissed off about the fact that you can't get a 2-day ticket.
And then you don't have to have the combination of Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
I want to be there Friday and Sunday.
At the moment, they are early bird prices.
Okay.
I think we're going to keep the early bird prices going until September. You heard it here first, folks. So that gives you a few weeks to get your affairs in order. The tickets are inexpensive, but I do appreciate that getting to Canberra can be a bit of an undertaking. But
33 bands.
Yeah, exactly. The tickets are a steal for the quality and the amount of music on the lineup. So it's just a question of committing to being there. And we used to do this with Metal for the Brain. People would drive up the highway or down the highway, depending on where they were coming from.
Yep.
And we'd really love to see you there.
Yeah, excellent.
Yeah. Oh, and I should mention that with Canberra as well, one of the other reasons that I wanted to do Essence in Canberra rather than doing it in a city that wasn't my own is I kind of want to show the place off as well, because a lot of people sort of think Canberra, Parliament, bureaucrats, shit weather. But
on this lovely winter's day in Melbourne.
It's about 10 degrees warmer than Canberra.
Okay, right.
But we also have great wineries, great breweries, great cultural institutions. I mean, when I think about sort of the way that Dark Mofo was able to use Mona as sort of a springboard for what they do.
Yep.
I mean, obviously David Walsh's pockets are a fair bit deeper than mine, but
handy having millions of dollars.
Well, this is the thing, because I don't need millions of dollars, because of the cultural institutions in Canberra have millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So they've kind of done that work for me by having a national gallery and a national portrait gallery and a national museum and a war memorial. So, and of course, all of the people who are in the wineries, they probably have millions of dollars as well.
Likely.
But
just not taxable.
So if you if you want to come down to Canberra and just have a fucking nice time swatting around, please do. And some of the bands went to the cultural institution last year as well, which was really nice to see. I think that Canberra is an underrated city, and our bar culture and our restaurant culture is Yeah. I mean, I moved back to Canberra about 10 years ago, and in that time, it's just like lifted right up.
Yeah, great.
So,
I always like it when I visit Canberra, so, and I'm playing, so I'll have to be there, but I would be there anyway. I had a great time last year.
It's better if you enjoy it.
Yeah. Had a great time last year, and yeah, really looking forward to October.
Yeah, we'll put some content on the Instagram about stuff to do in Canberra while you're there. And what we're going to do is put everything up basically at instagram.com/essence_festival. And essence_festival is basically where all of the details about like who's playing when and things to do in Canberra and all of that stuff. That'll all be up there. We'll mirror some of it on the Facebook event page. So if you don't have Instagram, it's a place to check it out. Tickets are available from OzTix.
I'll put all the links in the show notes for everyone.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
All right,
Save people scribbling down with the pen and paper while they listen.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks so much for joining us. We've got a gig to go and play, so probably call it at that.
Let's go and crack some skulls.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you.